Hello everyone. Good morning everyone to today's session of live webinar of NET SET and PhD strategy. I am going to talk about all those elements that hinders you, that stops you to qualify not only NET and SET exam, but any competitive exam. So today's session I am sure going to be very helpful to all of you, and I hope that you will take out something for your own benefit out of this webinar. So without delaying, without wasting time, I am going to start the webinar. All of you are requested if you have any doubt, you can stop me anytime and you can ask your questions. Otherwise, at the end of the webinar, there will be an open forum where you will be free to ask any questions. Just I'm going to tell you about what are the topics that I'm going to cover in today's webinar. The first topic is why NET, SET and PhD. Why? Then syllabus of paper 1 and paper 2. Then what are the hindrances and distractions that causes us to qualify any of the competitive exams? And all of you are worried most of the time that if I'm going to start for NET, SET and PhD, from where to start? What is the place from where I should start? So this is one question that I'm going to cover. And when you are studying any competitive exam, then what to study and what not to study? Second very important topic. That is also I'm going to discuss in today's webinar. The next important topic is how to study. Because academic study and competitive study both are different things. So how to do a selective study, competitive study, so that there will be more output with less input. What are the things that you require to do while you are practically studying? You are sitting on the study table. So what are the things that you are required to do so that you can have the full concentration power and a very good memory and a good retention skill? Then also there was a kiosk that do everyone need a coaching? So this is also the doubt that I'm going to clarify. Points to be observed during exam. That is again a very crucial point. That after you prepared very hard, you spend 6 months together or more than that. So what are the points that you are going to observe during exam? Then special focus to preparation of paper 1, because paper 1 also plays important role in the preparation of NET and SET. Improving concentration power and memory technique. This is a very, very crucial point in the preparation of any competitive exam. How to improve your concentration power and how to improve your memory technique. So I'll give you some memory techniques to remember the date, year of publication, authors and book name, and also how to remember the quotation. The first question that arises is why we do NET, SET and PhD. In front of your screen, there is a quotation that by Arthur Scott Fitzgerald that life is progressive, no matter what our intentions are. What does it mean? Life is progressive. Don't you think, I just received the message that the webinar can be the bilingual. Okay, no problem. I'll use both Hindi and English to communicate myself. Life is progressive. Don't you think? Everyone must spend his life in a progressive manner. Everything in this universe is progressive. Take the example of sun. Sun is also progressive. Sun keeps on revolving all the time. Sun. What about Earth? Earth also keeps revolving around the sun. What about other planets? They all keep on revolving on their axis. That means whoever and whatever is stagnant does not exist. अगर आप अपने लाइफ में स्टेगनेंट हैं, कांस्टेंट हैं, then you don't have any existence. That is the reason you need to be progressive. I was reading one of the books in which there was an interview of Sundar Pichai. Can anyone tell you who is Sundar Pichai?
The CEO of Google.
CEO of Google, very right. And in that interview, he said to the media that we cover everything in this world that exists. Then one of the media person asked him a question that do you cover every human being on this earth? And he said, yes, those who are existing, they are covered. You type your name in the Google. If you are existing in the world, your name will be there. So that was a very heart-touching moment for me. I also searched my name, and that interview inspired me too much. And that is the reason why I have taken this quotation that life is progressive. Search your name in the Google. If it is not there, you are stagnant, you are constant, you does not exist. You need to make yourself existing. And for that reason, everyone is trying to do something. And why we are running behind NET, SET and PhD? Because we have that background and we have that passion. We feel like I am from the academic background, my interest is in the teaching. So that is the reason we are running behind NET, SET and PhD. One of my students asked me while joining my classes, he asked, so sir, what is the guarantee that if I qualify NET, I'll get the job? A very beautiful question. What is the guarantee? There is no guarantee at all.
That is a common question, sir. That is a common question.
Very right. I said that there is no guarantee because today's job is not degree oriented. Whatever the degree you carry a bulk of files full of degrees, totally wasted. Today's job is knowledge oriented, not degree oriented. If you qualify NET with 50% mark, that is not making any difference in your life. It is only making difference if you gather a huge quantum of knowledge. Even if merit is 50%, if you are getting 70, that is the difference. That will make a difference. Don't think about qualifying the exam and getting the degree. It is totally useless. You will not get any job. If you want to be the job oriented, then you must run behind the knowledge. Next, I am going to talk about the strategies that we have to follow. As I said, that don't be stagnant. Always be progressive. Keep progressing. Do something. There was a quotation that if you cannot run, then walk. Even you cannot walk, then crawl. But keep moving. So in whatever profession you are, whatever job you are, you have to keep moving. Because life is progressive. You must have seen water. पानी आपने देखा होगा. When the water is flowing in the river, it is always pure. But उसी water को आप कहीं एक जगह इकट्ठा करके रख दो, then it will become mud. कीचड़ बन जाएगा. That means
best example. That is the best example.
Exactly. तो इसी तरह से आप अगर अपने लाइफ में आगे नहीं बढ़ रहे हो ना, प्रोग्रेस नहीं कर रहे हो, तो one day you will become like a mud. You will lose your existence. So do not be the degree oriented, rather be the knowledge oriented. The rest all will automatically follow. If you carry the knowledge, rest all things, success and job will run behind you. The most important thing that when you are going to appear in any of the competitive exam, whether it's a NET, SET, PhD, bank, railway, any exam, you will find one common thing, and that common thing is 70 to 80% of people appear the exam just for trial. Only the competition is there in 20% of people. I'm just muting everyone so that there won't be interference for the serious students.
Excuse me, sir. Someone's background mic is running.
Yeah, I've just muted everyone. So whenever you want to say something, you can unmute yourself. Okay, so I was talking that in all of the competitive exams, there are only 20% students or competitors who are actually competing. The rest 80% are only for the trial purpose. एक बार try करके देखते हैं. So if you want just to try for NET/SET PhD, do not try, please. Because those people who just try, they never succeed. So first you decide that you want to try or you want to do. There are only two options. या तो करना है या तो नहीं करना है, try नहीं करना है. The people, there are 80% people who are trying. आप उस 80% में आना चाहते हो या 20% में आना चाहते हो, this is your decision. क्योंकि ट्राई करना is just a wastage of money and time and effort. तो आप डिसाइड कर लो कि ट्राई करना है या करना है. Because करना है so it will take pain, it will take hard work, it will take money and so many sacrifices. Sacrifices of your family, parents, wife, a husband, children, so many sacrifices it will take. Because if you want to achieve anything, there is no easy way of getting success. कोई easy रास्ता नहीं है. अगर कोई बोलता है कि आप हमारे यहाँ और हम आपको 6 महीने पढ़ाएंगे और आप दुनिया के सारे एग्जाम क्वालिफाई कर जाओगे, दिस इज जस्ट अ जोक. कोई भी आसान रास्ता नहीं है. तो जस्ट डिसाइड.
एक्चुअली सर, प्रेम सर, एक्चुअली ऐसे बहुत सारे ऐसे एड्स दिखाई देते हैं. आप तो देखे होंगे, 2 महीने में नेट क्रैक, 3 महीने में नेट क्रैक. ये सब बकवास चीज है ना सर, सब लोग जानते हैं सर.
एग्जैक्टली,
इसलिए आपके वेबिनार में हम लोग शामिल हुए हैं.
एग्जैक्टली, थैंक यू सो मच. So just imagine that there is no easy way to success. आपको पसीना तो निकालना पड़ेगा, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है, और सेक्रीफाइसेस करने पड़ेंगे. अगर आप रेडी हो, then only you go ahead in this journey, otherwise you can quit. Try something else. दुनिया में अपने आप को establish करने के और भी कई तरीके हैं. There are the people on YouTube who are earning money how to spread bedsheet on the bed. बेड पे बेडशीट कैसे लगानी है वो दिखा के लोग पैसा कमा रहे हैं. There are so many ways. घर में झाड़ू कैसे लगाना है वो दिखा के लोग पैसा कमा रहे हैं. So I just want to tell you there are other ways. So if you think you have a passion, if you think you can sacrifice, then only go for NET/SET and PhD. I hope this point is clear to you so that I can go ahead. I've got a message just now that my perspective is quite different, that those people who join NET or SET just for the sake of trial, most of them qualify the NET. That may be true. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा कि you are wrong, but those who qualify just with the trial, he will not move anywhere in his life. क्योंकि ट्रायल करके और तुक्का लगा के एग्जाम पास करने वाला लाइफ में कुछ नहीं कर सकता. दैट आई कैन गारंटी. बिकॉज मैंने पहले ही बता दिया था कि टुडेज कंपटीशन एंड जॉब इज टोटली नॉलेज ओरिएंटेड. इवन इफ यू क्वालिफाई यूजिंग योर फ्लुक, यूजिंग योर ट्रायल, दैट इज ऑफ नो यूज. कोई यूज नहीं है. And if I talk about the job, because there was a question asked to me that whether if I qualify with a good mark, what is the guarantee that I'll get the job? So I have got a latest information, that is survey on all over India about the higher education, that there are total 993 universities, 39,931 colleges, and 10,725 institutions. So these many places are there where you can be placed. So I think they are not less in number. If you carry the potential, definitely you are going to have it, going to achieve it. But only the thing that you have to work hard and get good marks, get good knowledge, get good communication skill. Only degree is not working today. If you have plenty of knowledge, huge knowledge inside you, but if you're not able to communicate, nobody likes you. You'll be rejected. So now, today is the demand of overall personality. So all of you know the syllabus of paper 1 and paper 2. It is very clear that syllabus is very vast. It's like an ocean. And as a beginner, if you want to start for this, this is really going to be a painstaking for you. So the syllabus of paper 2, that is English literature, covers British literature, American literature, Australian literature, Indian literature, some other world literature like Sri Lankan literature, Canadian literature, literature of Bangladesh, Pakistan, some minor literatures are also there, then linguistics, pedagogy, literary theory and criticism, cultural studies, research methodology. So these are the huge areas where you have to cover. And it is very difficult to find all the things in one book. There is no any book existing which covers the entire 100% of syllabus. So there are so many things, so many videos lying on the YouTube about which book to follow, which book not to follow. That is not my concern in this webinar. Syllabus of paper 1, teaching aptitude, research aptitude, comprehension, communication, mathematical reasoning and aptitude, logical reasoning, data interpretation, information and technology, that is computer, people development and environment, and higher education system. So these are the 10 areas that they are covering for asking 50 questions. So again, it is very difficult to concentrate on all the areas, but yes, not impossible. With a well planning, well designing, well organizing your ideas, very well you can prepare and get 70 to 90% of marks. So this was just showing you a syllabus which you must be already aware of. Now, what are the things that stops you in getting success? Hindrances and distractions. That is the most obvious part, and this is my aim to explain. Rupak, if you cannot hear me and if you cannot see me, you need to quit and join back again. Okay. So in between, if any one of you want to share something, you can stop me and you can share your views. This is nothing like official webinar. So this is an unofficial, and this is a good platform where we can discuss each other's issues. Okay, so I was talking about hindrances and distraction. Whenever you are going to study, what is the maximum distraction that is caused by social media? Out of 24 hours, if you are thinking to study for 2 hours, so when you are studying for those 2 hours, whenever you start studying, your mobile will give a ping that some message has arrived, and leaving your studies, you will go and see your mobile, who has given me the message, who has given me a WhatsApp message, who has given me a Facebook message. So most distraction is by the social media. This is not for one, this is for everyone. Although the technology has improved, every knowledge is there in your palm. Everything you can access from your mobile. In spite of that, don't you think that competition is also simultaneously increasing day by day, day by day? If you look at the standard of syllabus of 1994, I have the question paper of 1994, you see the questions of 1994 and you see the question of 2019. There is a huge difference of earth and the sky. So why this difference is being created? Because the knowledge is there. Everywhere there is knowledge. Around you, knowledge is spreading all around. But how many of you are able to retain that knowledge inside your mind? That is more important. आप अपने दिमाग में कितना नॉलेज रख पाते हो, वो डिसाइड करेगा कि आप कितने सक्सेसफुल हो. नॉलेज तो चारों तरफ है. Entire world literature is there in your mobile. So the first thing that I would like to ask, that whenever you are going to study, try to avoid hindrances and distraction. Social media. Abhi, I saw one of my friend that he has joined around 21 WhatsApp groups of English literature. और उसका पूरा दिन का यही काम रहता है कि कौन से ग्रुप में कौन सा मैसेज आया, कौन से ग्रुप में कौन सा पीडीएफ आया है, and he has compiled around 500 PDF. तो करते क्या इस पीडीएफ का? मतलब किसी दिन पढ़ेंगे. Someday I'll read those PDF. Then I said in that day will never come. Exactly, Chirag sir said very right. I'll read your message, but in between, if you want to share something, you can interrupt me, you can stop me, and you can share your view. Okay. So the most distraction is by the social media. So whenever you are going to study, kindly stop that distraction. The next is by a number of WhatsApp groups. So don't join too much of WhatsApp groups. Join only 1 or 2 or 3 maximum. वो WhatsApp ग्रुप जहां से आपको लगता है कि आपको अच्छा इंफॉर्मेशन मिलता है, क्योंकि जितने आपके WhatsApp ग्रुप रहेंगे उतना ही आपको डिस्ट्रैक्शन मिलेगा, उतने ही आपको पीडीएफ मिलेंगे. और जैसा मैंने कहा कि पीडीएफ इज जस्ट अ डिस्ट्रैक्शन. So that is plenty of PDF. If I give you 500 PDF in free, आप कितना PDF उसमें पढ़ोगे? और पढ़ने के बाद उसमें कितना कंटेंट माइंड में रख पाओगे? दैट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. नॉलेज तो है पीडीएफ में, देयर इज नो डाउट, बट माइंड में कितना रख पाओगे पीडीएफ में से, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. और जब आप उस पीडीएफ को रिवाइज करने जाओगे तो आपने क्या कुछ मार्किंग कर रखा है वहां पे जहां पे आप उस पीडीएफ को रिवाइज कर पाओगे? और यू हैव सिंपली रीड द पीडीएफ एंड वेंट आउट. बिकॉज कोई भी चीज जो होती है एक बार पढ़ने से याद नहीं होती है. यू कैन नॉट रिमेंबर एनीथिंग आउट ऑफ जस्ट वन रीडिंग. Then I say television. This plays a very important role in hindrances and distraction of the student studies. Avoid watching television. Have you seen any ad of expensive cars, expensive bikes on television? Anyone? Like Bugatti, Jaguar, इनकी कभी ad देखी आपने टेलीविजन पे? Anyone?
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir. Because they don't need to sell their products to everyone, sir.
Exactly.
I have heard that they choose their customers. Customer doesn't choose. Even the company chooses their customers.
Very right. That means those people who are watching TV, उनकी औकात नहीं है बुगाटी और जगुआर खरीदने की. वो इसलिए नहीं देते हैं एड कि जो लोग घर में बैठ के टीवी देख रहे हैं और अपना टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, दे डोंट डिजर्व बुगाटी एंड जगुआर. तो उन लोगों को एड दिखा के कोई फायदा नहीं है. Am I not right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is the reason what I found. And for last 6 to 7 years, I myself have not seen television. मेरे घर में टेलीविजन है नहीं. And most of my friends says that तुम इतने कंजूस हो यार, घर में टीवी तक नहीं रखते हो. The next is friends and families. They are another type of hindrance and distraction. If you are living in a family, sometimes your family may not support you. If you are a housewife, if you are a housemaker, and if you are an unemployed student, many times your father, your mother, they will not support you. Many family hindrances that causes psychological disturbances inside our mind. So they also play a major important role. But when you find that there is a family disturbance, you need to be very calm and very careful. because this problem can only be solved by you, no one else. You need to make your family understand that whatever is you are doing is for the benefit of everyone. It's not, if you achieve something in your life, it's not your own achievement. Everyone around you will enjoy your achievement. So you need to satisfy your family members and friends. And one more important thing, that until you get success, keep your aim a secret, a top secret, topmost secret. आप अपने लाइफ में क्या करना चाहते हो, this must be your topmost secret. Because बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं, they are over talkative, so they keep on talking to each other. यार मैं नेट की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ, मैं नेट की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ, मैं PhD कर रहा हूँ. और उससे क्या होता है? What happens to this? People start commenting on your achievement. यार इस आप बोल रहे थे नेट की तैयारी कर रहा था, इस बार एग्जाम दिया, क्या हुआ? यार फेल हो गया. तो कैसा लगेगा? How will you feel? You will feel discouraged. You will feel like the people around you are coming to bite you. But ऐसा माहौल किसने क्रिएट किया? You yourself have created. So until you get succeeded in your mission, let success be your knowledge. Don't spread false messages that I am preparing for this, I am preparing for that. Even if you can make secrets from your family, if you are living away from your family, also avoid telling your secrets to your family member. Because until you are very sure that they will support me, if you are very sure, you must share. But because every family members are very different, सारे family members के सभी supportive नहीं होते. Very right. Babita has shared a quotation that there should be a small size of TV and big size of library with knowledgeable person. Very right. तो आप अपने जो भी आपका मिशन है, जो भी आपका एम है, you must keep it a top secret in your life until you get success. अभी मैं एक बहुत ही ओरिजिनल लाइफ स्टोरी सुनाता हूँ, जिसमें एक स्टूडेंट था, he was working on his thesis in PhD and he was very much talkative. और उसका यही काम था, जो भी मिलता है, यार मैं PhD कर रहा हूँ, किस पे कर रहे हो? तो मैं अमेरिकन लिटरेचर पे कर रहा हूँ. कौन से ऑथर पे कर रहे हो? तो मैं किसी का नाम अर्नेस्ट हेमिंगवे पे कर रहा हूँ. टॉपिक क्या है तुम्हारा? ये मेरा टॉपिक ये है. When he went to submit the thesis, his thesis was rejected. क्यों? क्योंकि पता चला कि कुछ 6 महीने पहले किसी और ने उसी टॉपिक पे thesis submit कर रखा है. His topic was disclosed and his entire labor of 3 years went in vain. Same topic was copied by someone, किसी ने उसका आइडिया चुराया और thesis submit कर दिया. So the entire labor of that boy has gone wasted. So kindly learn from others' mistakes that whatever the mission you have, keep it topmost secret. आप नेट की तैयारी कर रहे हो, सेट की कर रहे हो, PhD कर रहे हो, keep it secret, keep it inside you. हाँ, बट उससे शेयर जरूर करना है जो आपको लगता है कि ये मेरा भला चाहता है. He is a good man, he is connected to me. You must share. And there is a psychological need. Because of our lots of disturbances, family disturbances, कभी किसी की तबीयत खराब हो जाती है, कभी कोई बीमार पड़ जाता है, so many problems arises because life is the other name of problem. हमारे लाइफ में अगर हम जी रहे हैं तो प्रॉब्लम तो आएंगे, किसी के लाइफ में थोड़े बड़े आएंगे, किसी के लाइफ में थोड़े छोटे आएंगे, बट प्रॉब्लम विल बी देयर, देयर इज नो डाउट. So you must handle those problems and do not get derailed. All the time I emphasize one thing that आप suppose कि आप रास्ते में कहीं जा रहे हो और बारिश का मौसम है और आपका पैर स्लिप करता है और आप रोड के साइड में जो गड्ढे होते हैं उस गड्ढे में गिर जाते हो. Kindly empathize this situation with you. आप जो है वो गड्ढे में गिर गए और पूरे गंदे हो गए आप. तो सबसे पहले तो हम हमारा जो साइकोलॉजी वो ये कहता है, मुझे किसी ने देखा तो नहीं, isn't it? मुझे किसी ने देखा तो नहीं कि मैं गिर गया हूं. तो आपके पास दो ऑप्शन रहते हैं, या तो आप फटाफट उठ के और कपड़े साफ करके आगे बढ़ जाओ, या उसी गड्ढे में एंजॉय करते रहो कि चलो गिर ही गए हैं तो थोड़ा और लोट लेते हैं. So you have two options, and I'm sure you will choose the option that let's move out from here as soon as possible. जब तक मुझे कोई देख ले उससे पहले यहाँ से निकल ले. Isn't it? Now, can we apply this logic to our study? जब हम पढ़ रहे हैं, कुछ किसी कंपटीशन की तैयारी कर रहे हैं और किसी वजह से हम डीरेल हो गए, कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ गई हमारी लाइफ में, कुछ हो गया किसी के साथ, तो हम क्या करेंगे कि अब तो डीरेल हो ही गए हैं, अब थोड़ा और इंजॉय कर लेते हैं. 4 दिन छूटा है, चलो 10 दिन और छोड़ देते हैं. यहाँ पे तो वो लॉजिक नहीं आ पा रही है. द सेम लॉजिक मस्ट बी अप्लाइड हियर आल्सो, दैट back on track as soon as possible once you are derailed, and everyone has to be derailed because this is not a overnight journey. It's a journey of minimum 5 to 6 months, and there is no one in this world who will not face any problem in the 6-month journey. Problem to आएंगी, problem will be there, but it's upon you that how fast you are back on track of your study. So you need to have the control of your emotional thoughts. Because of those problems, when you are going to study, you keep on thinking the same problem again and again and again. कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ और वो जब आप पढ़ने बैठोगे तो वो प्रॉब्लम जरूर दिमाग में आएगा. यार मैं बैठ के पढ़ रहा हूँ, मुझे तो ये प्रॉब्लम है, मुझे तो वो प्रॉब्लम है. बिकॉज इट्स आवर ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी कि हम एक ही प्रॉब्लम को पकड़ के बैठे रहते हैं. And this creates the biggest hindrance in our study. So if you want to stay focused and concentrate on your studies, kindly leave it for those moments when you are going to study and sit on the study table. Because जो study है वो एक तपस्या है. It's like a worship. So for those moments, till the time you are studying, keep those emotional thoughts away from you. If I tell you a joke, you will laugh. But if I repeat the same joke, you will not laugh. क्या एक ही joke पे बार बार हंसना यार? Then why to cry on the same problem again and again? एक ही problem पे रोना क्यों है बार बार? If you cannot laugh on the same joke again and again, you are not supposed to cry on the same problem again and again. Problem आई, ये जाएगी. Because ऐसी दुनिया में कोई भी problem नहीं है जो सालों तक रही है. Problem will come and it will go. You have to apply the effort. The next one very important is planning and organization. If you are preparing for anything, you must plan your studies. Planned study. ऐसा नहीं कि हमने नेट का फॉर्म तो भर दिया है, बट तैयारी जो है वो लास्ट के 2 मंथ में करेंगे. Not possible, not at all possible. और जब रिजल्ट आएगा तो आप बोलोगे यार मैं 3 बार से दे रहा हूँ नेट का एग्जाम, पास नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. Lack of organization and planning. Because जो journey 6 months की है, you cannot complete in 2 or 3 months. आपको 6 महीने तो मिनिमम लगेंगे आपको अगर वो जर्नी कंप्लीट करनी है. So planning and organization is very much. And you have to abstain from coaching centers and PDF sellers. There are plenty in number. When you open your Facebook page, you will find that people are selling the entire syllabus PDF. 100 रुपए में मुझसे PDF खरीद लो. कोई बोल रहा है 500 रुपए में सारा का सारा PDF, पेपर 1 पेपर 2 सारा खरीद लो. There are so many coaching centers, n number of coaching centers. भाई मेरे यहाँ ज्वाइन करो, मेरे यहाँ ज्वाइन करो. So you have to abstain from all those fake coaching centers and PDF sellers. क्या करोगे आप PDF का? You tell me. What will you do of those PDF? I'll give you 100 PDF. What will you do of that? They are of no use. They will just act as distraction. जब आप बुक लेके बैठोगे और तभी एक PDF आएगा और वो आप बुक छोड़ोगे और PDF पढ़ोगे. यार PDF में क्या जरा देखते हैं. Lack of organization and plan. So these are the hindrances and the distractions that you must avoid. Now a very, very, very important question, that where to start from. when you are going to start studying, start preparation for any of the competitive exams, then from where to start? This question is having a chaos because everyone is unique in yourself. So here is a quotation that remind yourself that you do not have to do what everyone else is doing. आपको वो काम नहीं करना है जो हर कोई कर रहा है, because you are unique. You are unique, so you have to be different from others. You have to introspect yourself, what you are and what others. अगर किसी ने कहा कि मैंने डेविड डैचेस की बुक पढ़ी और मैंने नेट क्वालिफाई कर लिया, then you will run behind डेविड डैचेस. अभी कल और किसी ने बोला यार मैंने तो W.R. गुडमैन की बुक पढ़ी थी, बहुत बढ़िया बुक है, I qualified नेट, then you run behind W.R. गुडमैन. फिर किसी ने कहा यार मैंने तो सैंडर्स की बुक पढ़ी है और बहुत बढ़िया बुक है, then you again buy सैंडर्स बुक. फिर किसी ने कहा यार नहीं W.J. लॉन्ग की बुक बहुत बढ़िया है, you run behind W.J. लॉन्ग. What are you doing? Gathering all the books together, reading nothing. Because you are unique, you are different. आपका जो mental skill है, that is different from others. आपका जो retention skill है, that is different from others. आपका जो age factor है, जिस age में आप हो, that may be different from others. You may be 20 years old, you may be 45 years old. From where you have done graduation and post-graduation will always differ from others. Some of you may have got your education in distance mode, some of you have got in regular mode. How can you equate yourself with others? Not at all. दूसरे के साथ हम कंपेयर करके कैसे उसको अडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं कि तुमने किया तो भाई मैं भी कर लूंगा. Yes, you can be inspired. You can the man that can be the matter of inspiration, but not the matter of adoption. Adoption वो करना है जो हमें सूट करेगा, जो मुझे सूट करेगा, that I'll adopt. So always remind yourself that you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. And that is the reason that I said that there are various categories. To the answer of this question, that where to start from. If you have left your studies few years ago, I have found many scholars who have left their studies. Some say that I left my studies 5 years ago. Some say that I left my studies 10 years ago. So according to that, the answer of this question differs. Where to start from? अगर आपको पढ़ाई छोड़े 10 साल हो गए हैं, तो first of all you have to revise your graduate and postgraduate syllabus. You cannot go for reading history of English literature और आप चाहो कि मुझे सब कुछ समझ में आ जाए. Not at all. First of all, you have to be on the platform where you know your graduation and post-graduation syllabus. Next thing, if you have not studied in graduation and post-graduation from NetSet point of view, then again there is a problem. Many of you have decided after the completion of post-graduation कि चलो हम नेट भी try कर लेते हैं. So again, the answer of this question will differ. If you have not studied graduation and post-graduation from NetSet point of view, then you must have studied to qualify those exams. आपने इसलिए ग्रेजुएशन पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन किया होगा कि मेरा एक अच्छा मार्क्स आ जाए और मैं पास हो जाऊं. So that may be the motive of qualification. So when the motive was to just qualify the exam, you must not have gone through the entire syllabus thoroughly. So again, you need to revise your graduation and post-graduation book. The next category, if you are already employed and getting very less time for self-study. Many of you are employed as well as housemakers. I'm talking about the ladies. So if you are employed also and you are a housemaker also, you have to take care of your children, your family. So very, very less time is left for you. And it is very difficult to manage, organize and plan your studies. So again, where to start from? For those people who are having very, very less time, obviously they need some guidance. Because as I said that this journey is of 6 months, but there are many people वो keep on traveling on this way for 3 to 4 years. 3 से 4 साल लगाते हैं इस जर्नी को ट्रेवल करने में. तो आप इस जर्नी को कितना फास्ट करना चाहते हो, that depends upon you. So the advice for the ladies who are employed or who are the housewife who has very less time, that then you can take the guidance of your experts. You can take advice of your professors, your graduation professors, postgraduate professors who are well experienced and trustworthy. That is more important. And if you are a regular student, you are an intelligent student, then you can start from the place where you are. If you have already studied graduation and post-graduation syllabus in the regular mode, that means you have covered around 10 to 15% of the net syllabus. So the regular students need not to worry much in compared to those people who have left the study years ago. That means the regular students can start from 20% where they are. They can directly read the books of authentic sources, good writers. And as I already explained about the homemakers, so this was the answer to the question that where to start from. Any question by anyone in this slide? Kindly say loud.
कोई बात नहीं, सूख जाएगा, फैन चल रहा है, पी लो, थोड़ा थोड़ा करके पियो.
Okay, I'll go ahead. There's no question. The next is what to study. Not even it's a very relevant and optimum question. What to study? If you have a book, then what should I study? सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि अगर मैं कुछ पढ़ रहा हूं तो क्या गारंटी है कि ये एग्जाम में आएगा? What is the guarantee that if I am remembering some quotation, if I am remembering some author and book name, what is the guarantee? ये जो मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ या पढ़ रही हूँ ये एग्जाम में आ ही जाएगा. एंड दैट मेक्स अ डिफरेंस. जब आपको पता नहीं चलता कि इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है, अनइम्पॉर्टेंट क्या है, तो आप कुल मिला के कुछ नहीं याद कर पाते. रिमेम्बर नथिंग आउट ऑफ योर बुक बिकॉज पता ही नहीं है, और हम वो चीजें याद करते हैं जो कि इंपॉर्टेंट ही नहीं है. So it is very important to know that what to study and what not to study. So the most important thing that stay focused to the limited materials. Limited materials. Okay, there is a question about PhD collection of data and thesis. PhD I will cover at the latter part of this webinar. First I am covering about NET and SET, and after that I will talk about PhD thesis. Okay, so stay focused to limited materials. Don't buy the book of all the publishers, because if you are going to catch the two rabbits together, you will catch neither. If you are going to catch two rabbits together, you will catch neither. So try to catch one rabbit at a time, because we cannot focus two things at a time together. So stay focused to the limited material. Finish one and make sure that whatever you have read, you have understood the concept, you have retained in your mind, then you can move to the other book. Know what is important and what is unimportant. A very crucial point. How to know that what is important and what is unimportant. I'll give you one very beautiful example of this. Whatever is there in the previous year's question paper, that topic is important. That means that topic is there in the question bank of NTA UGC. And they are going to repeat similar type of questions from the same topic. 80% chances are there that they will ask different question, but from the same topic. If Wordsworth is there in the topic in the previous year question paper, Wordsworth is important. Go and study thoroughly and try to find out which are the works that are important. And for this purpose, I myself have prepared a database of 1 lakh questions, all those questions which have been asked in India and all the exams. But I am not telling you to prepare the database. Rather, you can download the question papers which are available on the website. All the NET papers are available on a UGC website, or set papers are available on the respective states' website. Like Maharashtra state is available on Pune University website. Karnataka state papers are available on Mysore University website. So almost all those set papers are available on the respective website. You can download and you can see the question paper. I recommend going back, study from the back. Means first analyze the question paper, then study the book. Go and analyze the question paper. At least analyze 10 question papers of different states and NET. I've already prepared a list and sent in all the groups about all those writers that has been asked in previous year papers. So that exercise I've already done and sent in the group. So you can get this PDF in the group. It is already there. So you must know that if something is important, then your mind will understand. अगर आपके mind को पता चल गया कि ये important है, तो वो उसको याद रखेगा. I'll give you a very beautiful example. आप किसी ऑफिस में काम करते हो और आपके बॉस ने आपको बुलाया और कहा कि आप ये 10 आइटम्स चाहिए मुझे, एंड जो आपका बॉस है इज सुपर बॉस, और उसने कहा कि आप ये 10 आइटम्स नोट करो फटाफट, और वो फटाफट 10 आइटम बताता है और बोलता है मार्केट से लेके आ जाओ फटाफट. आपको नोट करने का भी टाइम नहीं मिला, बट यू फाइंड दैट जो भी वो आदमी है इज वेरी सीरियस और उसके पास इतना पावर है कि वो मुझे जॉब से भी निकाल सकता है. तो योर माइंड इज क्वाइट अवेयर ऑफ दैट सिचुएशन. जितने भी उसने सामान बताए हैं 10 के 10 आपको याद रहेंगे विदाउट नोटिंग इट डाउन. और आप मार्केट से जाओगे और 10 के 10 विदाउट मिसिंग इवन अ सिंगल ऑब्जेक्ट यू विल ब्रिंग ऑल दोज ऑब्जेक्ट और बोलोगे सर ये. Can the same logic be applied if your husband or if your wife is telling कि भाई बाजार जा रहे हो तो 10 सामान लेके आना without list? I am dead sure that half of the objects you will forget. Why? Because mind understands the seriousness. So if you are very sure that this topic is there in the UGC syllabus, so mind will get a signal. माइंड को एक ऑटोमेटिक सिग्नल मिलेगा कि ये चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है और ये याद रखना है. दैट विल बी रिटेन इन द माइंड. इफ यू डोंट डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन इंपॉर्टेंट एंड अनइम्पॉर्टेंट, आप कभी किसी भी चीज को याद नहीं कर पाओ. आई होप दिस पॉइंट इज वेरी क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. द नेक्स्ट इज डोंट बी अ फॉलोअर, रादर इंट्रोस्पेक्ट योरसेल्फ. डोंट फॉलो अदर पीपल. Because as I said that others are having different intelligence, others are having different skills. क्योंकि आप भी वही बुक पढ़ रहे हो जो आपका पड़ोसी पढ़ रहा है. I'll give you a very beautiful example of your matric exam. When you were studying in 9th and 10th class, आपको वही सारे टीचर पढ़ाते थे जो आपके पड़ोसी स्टूडेंट को पढ़ाते थे, और आप भी वही बुक पढ़ते थे जो आपके पड़ोसी स्टूडेंट पढ़ते थे. Then why there was a difference in the marks? Some were getting 40% and some were getting 90%. ऐसा क्यों होता था? Because everyone is having a different attitude. Everyone is not similar kind of hard worker. Everyone is not similar. So rather than to be like a follower, you try to introspect yourself कि मैं क्या हूँ, मेरा लेवल क्या है और मुझे कैसे तैयारी. The most important thing, don't rely on PDF and try mostly reading the hard copy. ऐसा क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? Why? Because nowadays in the advanced technology era, all of the books are available in the PDF. So we don't want to spend money on buying the book. In all my groups, I find that scholars are telling, ये PDF भेज दो, इस book की PDF भेज दो, इस book की PDF भेज दो. Why people are running behind the PDF? And this is one of the main reasons why they are not qualifying. PDF में और hard copy में difference क्या है? पीडीएफ आप एक बार पढ़ोगे तो आप मैक्सिमम यू कैन स्टडी फॉर 1 hour. In 1 hour your eyes will get tired, and if you keep studying the PDF every day for 1 hour, your eyes will be squared, and I'm dead sure after 1 year your eye power will go down. This is dead sure. क्योंकि पीडीएफ पे मोमेंटरली स्टडी हो सकती है, फॉर 10 minutes, half an hour स्टडी की जा सकती है, बट if you are talking about the oceanic syllabus of NET and SET, you cannot rely on PDF. Second important thing, you cannot mark important points, you cannot mark your own comments on the PDF. For that you need some laptop or some software, so much time consuming. जो लेटेस्ट पीडीएफ है उसमें तो आप कमेंट्स भी डाल सकते हो, उसको हाईलाइट भी कर सकते हो, बट इट इज टाइम कंज्यूमिंग एंड अगेन स्पॉइलिंग योर आई. बट अगर आप हार्ड कॉपीज को रेफर कर रहे हो, देन यू कैन हैव अ हाइलाइटर एंड यू कैन हाईलाइट द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, सो दैट व्हेन द एग्जाम अराइव यू विल ओनली रीड दोज पॉइंट्स व्हिच आर हाइलाइटेड. क्योंकि आपने पूरे सिलेबस को 5 महीने में कवर किया है, एंड नाउ यू हैव ओनली 1 month टू रिवाइज. तो आप पूरे 5 महीने की जर्नी को फिर से रिवाइज कर सकते हो क्या? नॉट एट ऑल. यू ओनली नीड टू रिवाइज दोज थिंग्स व्हिच यू हैव हाइलाइटेड, व्हिच यू हैव नोटेड डाउन योरसेल्फ. Those people who are studying my book, मेरे बुक में एक खासियत है कि मैंने अपने बुक में काफी स्पेस छोड़ा है. टॉप मार्जिन, बॉटम मार्जिन, लेफ्ट मार्जिन, राइट मार्जिन. एंड आई हैव वेल मेंशन्ड इन द प्रीफेस कि जब भी आप बुक को पढ़ो, ट्राई टू नोट डाउन समथिंग व्हिच इज नॉट देयर इन द बुक. ट्राई टू हाईलाइट द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. देयर आर द प्लेसेस दैट यू मस्ट नोट डाउन. आपका पूरा जो बुक है दैट मस्ट बी कलरफुल, अलग अलग कलर से पूरा कलरफुल, और देयर शुड नॉट बी इवन अ सिंगल इंच स्पेस. हर जगह आपका कमेंट्स वहां पे होना चाहिए, सारे पॉइंट्स वहां पे होने चाहिए, जो कि आपको लगता है कि यार प्रीवियस ईयर में तो ये क्वेश्चन आया है, ये बुक में नहीं है. नोट इट डाउन, अभी तो कुछ करो. So all these things you can do on the hard copy, but not possible on the PDF. PDF आपके पास 10 होंगे, आप पढ़ोगे एक भी नहीं, बट बुक एक ही काफी है. You need not to run behind the PDF. The next is, don't take objective approach for preparing for NET SET exam, because nowadays, starting from 2016-17, all the questions that are being asked in the competitive exams are conceptual questions, not objective questions. आपको कॉन्सेप्ट अंडरस्टैंड करना है, ऑब्जेक्टिव बुक नहीं पढ़नी है. मेरे पास किसी ने एक बुक दिया था, दिस इज वन बुक विच इज एन ऑब्जेक्टिव अप्रोच टू इंग्लिश लिटरेचर. अभी किसी ने मुझे दिया था कि आप पढ़ लेना, मैं तो पढ़ नहीं पाया. तो दिस बुक इज फुल ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन. फ्रॉम पेज नंबर 1 to लास्ट पेज देयर आर ओनली ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन, एंड आई एम डेड श्योर आप ये पूरी बुक पढ़ जाओ, एक क्वेश्चन आप इसमें से बना पाओ एग्जाम में, तो आप मुझे बताना कि सर इसमें से ये क्वेश्चन आ गया. बिकॉज नाउ इट इज द क्वेश्चन सेटर्स आर नॉट आस्किंग सिंपल क्वेश्चन, दे आर आस्किंग कंसेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन. अगर आपका कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर नहीं है, यू कैन नॉट रिप्लाई टू द आंसर. सो रादर डूइंग ऑब्जेक्टिव स्टडी, डू द सब्जेक्टिव स्टडी. रीड द एंटायर टॉपिक. जब आप एंटायर टॉपिक पढ़ोगे, किसी भी चीज की टॉपिक पढ़ोगे, तो यू विल बी एबल टू रिलेट कि उसके पहले क्या था और उसके बाद में क्या था. ऑब्जेक्टिव में क्या होता है, आपने ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन पढ़ा और जब एग्जाम देने गए तो आपको इतना तो याद आएगा, यार बुक में था तो सही, बट इसका आंसर क्या था, यू विल नेवर नो, क्योंकि ना उसके आगे का आपको पता है, ना आपको उसके पीछे का पता है. सो डोंट फॉलो ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन बुक, रादर फॉलो प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन. And if you are following previous year questions, that I'll discuss in the coming slides about that also. Make one book as your specimen book. कोई एक बुक ले लो जो आपका स्पेसिमेन बुक हो, और उसी बुक में आप जितने पॉइंट नोट करोगे सारे के सारे उसी बुक में नोट करो. ऐसा नहीं कि 10 बुक हमने बना लिया और कुछ पॉइंट इस बुक में लिखे हैं, कुछ इस बुक में लिखे हैं और कुछ इस बुक में लिखे हैं, और ऑल टुगेदर कहीं नहीं लिखे हैं. तो मेक वन स्पेसिमेन बुक कि ये मेरा स्पेसिमेन बुक है और मैं जितने पॉइंट ऐड करूंगा, बट मेक श्योर दैट स्पेसिमेन बुक मस्ट इंक्लूड मैक्सिमम टॉपिक. उसमें उतने सारे टॉपिक होने चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं कि आप पूरा का पूरा ऑथर ही उसमें नोट कर रहे हो. The next point is how to study. A very important point. पढ़ना कैसे है? Most of you thinking like a very it's not a genuine point, but how to study is a very genuine point. पढ़ना कैसे है? That is more important than क्या पढ़ना है. So first of all, when you are going to sit for the study, kindly do a survey. Make sure that for how many hours you are going to sit for a study. And kindly do not sit for more than 1 hour at a stretch. 1 घंटे से ज्यादा माइंड जो है continuously concentrate नहीं कर पाता है. This is scientific study says. अगर करता है तो that may be exceptional cases. मैं सबकी गारंटी नहीं ले सकता. There may be the intelligent people who can study for 8 hours together. But I am generalizing a fact that you must study at a stretch not more than 1 hour. और आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आपकी रीडिंग स्पीड क्या है और आप 1 घंटे में 2 पेज पढ़ पाते हो या 4 पेज पढ़ पाते हो. अगर आपको लगता है नहीं मैं 1 घंटे में 4 पेज पढ़ता हूं तो मेक अ सर्वे ऑफ द 4 पेजेस कि इस 1 घंटे में मैं क्या क्या पढ़ने वाला हूं. तो जस्ट मेक एन ओवरव्यू. उसमें क्या क्या ओवरव्यू में होना चाहिए, आपके हेडिंग होनी चाहिए, कौन कौन सी हेडिंग है, कौन कौन सी सब हेडिंग है. वो सर्वे करने से क्या होगा, यू विल बी एबल टू कनेक्ट द कंटेंट कि अच्छा ये पढ़ा अब इसके बाद ये आने वाला. यू आर ऑलरेडी नोइंग. So mind will be able to establish a signal between what is left and what is to come. So survey is very important. The next is do the active reading. There are 2 types of reading. One is called passive reading and the other is called active reading. What is the difference between the two? Passive reading is lie down in your bed, open your book, be silent, keep studying. Useless, totally useless. Do the active reading. While you are reading, do not lie down. Kindly sit erect on the chair. And while you are reading, you have to take your pen, highlighter or marker with you, so that whatever the points you feel important, you must mark it. Write your own comments. This is called active reading. Do not do the passive reading when you are studying. Whenever you are studying, do not keep mum. Kindly recite. When you recite, your mind receives double signal. The impact that mind receives is double. बोल के पढ़ना है, चुप चुप के नहीं पढ़ना है. Whenever you are studying, try to recite and then repeat. What do you mean by repeat? Whenever you are sitting for study, try to repeat the syllabus that you have studied in the last sitting. अभी जैसे मैंने बताया कि 1 घंटे पढ़ना है, उसके बाद आपने 15 मिनट का ब्रेक लिया या आधे घंटे का ब्रेक लिया. Now when we are coming for the second sitting, दूसरी बार जब आप पढ़ने के लिए बैठ रहे हो, you have to make a repeat of what you have studied in the last sitting. पिछले सिटिंग में जो आपने पढ़ा था और जो आपने मार्क किया है, पढ़ा है आपने 1 घंटे में, बट जो आपने इंपॉर्टेंट चीज मार्क कर रखा है उसी को रिपीट करना है 5 मिनट्स. So just take 5 minutes to repeat those things. And why this repetition is must? Because अभी मैं एक बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल देने वाला हूं. जैसे आपको दीवार में एक कील डालनी है. You have to embed a nail in the wall. So you are given one hammer and one nail. एक हैमर दिया गया और एक नेल दिया गया and you are asked to embed the nail inside the wall. कि आप इस दीवार में इस कील को डालना है. So what will you do? If you hammer that nail for once, will it go inside? Not at all. एक बार में वो कील अंदर नहीं जाएगा. You will have to hammer it again and again and again and again, maybe 5 times or maybe 10 times. Similar is the logic with the mind. एक बार में कोई चीज माइंड में नहीं जाती है. You will have to repeat it. You will have to hammer it again and again. So whenever you are coming for the second study, try to repeat what you have studied in the first sitting. And kindly keep weekend for you so that you can study the entire thing that you have studied in 1 week. So this is called short-term goal, long-term goal. When you are repeating in the second sitting, this is called short-term goal. And when you are repeating the entire thing that you have studied in the last week, that is called a long-term goal. So always try to have a short-term goal and the long-term goal whenever you are preparing for the exam. Back on track. if you are slipped from the routine by any means, by any problems, if you have left the study for 2-3 days, that doesn't matter. That will not make much difference. But yes, of course, it will make a difference if you are not coming back on the track. Because any journey which is of 6 months cannot be completed in 2 or 3 months. And keep checking your progress. This is very, very important. अभी मैंने एक एग्जाम्पल दिया था कि यू आर आस्क्ड टू एम्बेड अ नेल ऑन द वॉल, और अभी आप उस वॉल पे नेल को हैमर करते जा रहे हो और नेल वो अंदर जा ही नहीं रही है. इवन आफ्टर 50 अटेम्प्ट्स इट इज नॉट गोइंग इनसाइड. तो क्या आप पूरे दिन वही करते रहोगे? नॉट एट ऑल. यू विल चेंज द प्लेस. भाई यहाँ पे नहीं जा रहा है तो यहाँ पे ट्राई करते हैं. So what is this? Checking your progress. मैं इतना जो मेहनत कर रहा हूँ इसका आउटपुट भी कुछ है कि नहीं है? Do I need to change my strategy? Do I need to change my organization and planning? So that is an important factor whenever you are preparing for any competitive exam. And one thing that is very essential, that is study in isolation in the competitive world is of not much use. So if you can make a group of your friends, that is the best part of study. So if you can make a group study, that is the best part. If you can arrange 2 or 3 friends who can discuss on the topics which you have studied in the book. So that is the best part of memorizing. Even if they are not living with you, if you are able to connect with them on telephone, that is also not a problem. Nowadays, we have the unlimited data plans in the mobile. We can talk on the mobile all hours together. So even though your friends are living away from you, you can do the group study. And most important, don't compare yourself with others. When you are doing the group study, you will find कि यार मुझे तो ये चीज याद ही नहीं हो रही है, उसको तो याद हो जाती है तुरंत. So you feel like discouraged. You are not progressing the way he or she is progressing. Because as I said that everyone is unique and everyone is having a different intelligence skill. So somebody may learn the same thing in 1 hour, other may learn in 10 hours. Possible. But that doesn't matter of discouragement. You can improve the skill. And make a note-making habit on the specimen. It's a very, very important point that when you feel that some question has been asked in the previous paper, and you find that I have not studied ever in any of the books, kindly make a note of that. Because you don't need to go for that question paper again. एक बार जिस question paper को देख लिया, दोबारा उसको देखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़नी चाहिए. It's just one time investment in the question paper. एक बार आपने invest किया अपने time को उस question paper के ऊपर, तो सारे के सारे point आपके बाहर आने चाहिए उसमें. And it should appear on your book, on your topic. So you must try to solve your previous year question papers, and when you are solving the previous year question papers, that should be an active solving, not a passive solving. Don't see the answer key. To get an active analysis of the questions, don't see the answer keys, rather try to find the answer yourself. And go through each and every word of that question paper, each and every option of that question paper. Whatever the authors are there, go through that they are important. As I said that this webinar will continue up to 12:30. So still we have the time. If any one of you feeling boring, I'll take 1 minute break so that you can share your experiences. Then I'll discuss about things that to do while studying. What are the things that we must do while we are sitting on the table for study? But I'll take just a 1 minute break. If anyone want to share anything, any experiences, you are most welcome. Okay, thank you everyone for your passion. So I am going to continue with the things that we need to do while we are studying. Keep your mobile in flight mode for the moment you are concentrating. If you are going to study for 1 hour, try to keep your mobile in flight mode or in silent mode for that moment, because you must not get distracted for that moment. Why? Because we cannot do, our mind is made like that we cannot do two things together. All of you can keep your fingers like this and try to see on your finger. So you will find that either you can see the wall or you can see the finger. या तो आपका फोकस वॉल पे रहेगा या फिर फिंगर पे रहेगा. If you are seeing your finger, wall is invisible. If you are watching the wall, your finger is invisible. That means our mind is made like that. We cannot concentrate on two things together. Either you play off with your mobile or you do the stretch. So focus on one thing at a time. Do not stretch for more than 1 hour. At a stretch, study for 1 hour, take a break, then study again for 1 hour. Every 15 minutes, take a gulp of water. Take a sip of water. What happens that study is a very tough task, and our mind gets dehydrated of when we are studying the book. So this taking the water every 15 minutes make a huge difference. Just try this and you will find a huge difference in your output. So try to take this water every 15 minutes to hydrate your mind. Because study is nothing less than running. When we are running, our body gets hydrated, but when we are studying, our mind gets dehydrated. One very important point, because when you are studying any book and you are trying to understand any concept, like take the example of willing suspension of disbelief. This is one concept given by which author? Anyone?
Coleridge.
Coleridge. Fine. Thank you. So when you are trying to understand the concept of willing suspension of disbelief, many times it is possible कि आपके माइंड में वो कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं आ रहा है, और उसको समझने के लिए आपने फिर ऑनलाइन रेफर किया, गूगल को रेफर किया, यू मे हैव रेफर्ड सम यूट्यूब चैनल्स, और फाइनली आपको समझ में आया कि ये क्या है. So when you find out कि ये क्या है, that moment itself record those experiences in your voice in your mobile. आपको क्या समझ में आया, that is important. गूगल ने क्या कहा और यूट्यूब ने कहा, दैट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. आपको क्या समझ में आया कॉन्सेप्ट, उसको तुरंत रिकॉर्ड करके रखना है, बिकॉज आफ्टर 1 वीक जो आपने समझा है वो वैनिश हो जाएगा, और वही काम आपको दोबारा करना पड़ेगा जो आपने पहली बार किया था, फिर से उस कॉन्सेप्ट को समझना पड़ेगा. और जब आपने उस चीज को रिकॉर्ड करके अपने मोबाइल में रख लिया है, तो जस्ट यू कैन लिसन टू योर ओन वॉइस एंड यू विल गेट एवरीथिंग क्लियर, क्योंकि आपने अपने वॉइस में रिकॉर्ड किया है, आपको क्या समझ आया है, you will easily able to find out from your own voice recording. So every time when you sit for study, give 5 minutes for surveying the previous sitting content, revising the previous content. That is very very important. तो ये सारी चीजें आपको करनी है जब आप पढ़ने के लिए बैठते हो. This is very very important. And what is the most crucial point when you are studying is maintaining the continuity of study. Continuity होनी चाहिए every day. कितने भी distraction आए, कितने भी problem आए, continuity must be there. अगर मैंने decide किया है कि every day I'll study for 2 hours, anyhow I'll take my 2 hours. कोई रोक नहीं सकता मुझे 2 घंटे पढ़ने. That is maintaining the continuity of study. क्योंकि होता क्या है कि बहुत लोग 8 साल से पढ़ाई छोड़ रखा है, किसी ने 10 साल से छोड़ रखा है, किसी ने 2 साल से छोड़ रखा है, तो ये बड़ा मुश्किल होता है कि आधे घंटे और 1 घंटे कंटिन्यूअस बैठ के पढ़ना. बिकॉज माइंड जो होता है ना, वो कोई चेंज नहीं चाहता है. माइंड ऑलवेज वांट टू रिमेन इन द स्टैग्नेंट कंडीशन. आप लोगों में से किसको न्यूटन का फर्स्ट लॉ पता है? न्यूटन फर्स्ट लॉ.
जड़त्व का नियम सर।
क्या है, आप बताएंगे थोड़ा?
So every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third formula.
This is the third one.
जड़त्व something it is something like, sir, when anything is in motion, if until any external force implied on it, it will keep on motion.
It will keep on constant position.
Yes.
You are almost right. Every object want to remain in stagnant or constant position until external force is applied on it. हर वो वस्तु विराम की अवस्था में रहना चाहती है जब तक कि उस पे कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स अप्लाई नहीं किया जाए। एंड व्हाट आई थिंक कि वो ऑब्जेक्ट ह्यूमन बॉडी है। ह्यूमन बॉडी ऑलवेज ट्राई टू रिमेन इन स्टैग्नेंट एंड कांस्टेंट पोजीशन। जब तक कि उस पे कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स अप्लाई नहीं किया जाए वो कुछ नहीं करेगा। So don't be in the stagnant and constant position. You have to apply the external force yourself. आपको कोई आके बोलेगा नहीं कि भाई तो उठ और पढ़, because our body is made like that, our mind is made like that, to remain idle, enjoying, doing nothing. Now, what is the most important point is, do you need the coaching? I say no. But if you are a moderate and weak student, and you are not feeling yourself capable of competing with the intelligent student, then you must catch the finger of some guide. If you are an employed scholar, you are doing job somewhere, and you think that you are only spending 2 hours in studies, whereas a regular student is studying 5 to 6 hours in studies. So definitely the competition is tough. So if you are an employed scholar having less time, you can seek for some advice, seek for some coaching, you can seek some guidance from some expert. Again, it's a matter of your concern, no one else. If you want an immediate result, because as I said that this journey may take 2 years, 3 years and even 5 years. And if you think that नहीं घर में जॉब की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है और मेरे घर वाले 3 साल तक तैयारी नहीं करने देंगे, if you want an immediate result, then you can seek for the guidance. If you are a housemaker, housewife, lady, and if you think you are not getting too much of time for study, so you can take the help for an organized and planned study. But as I said, that coaching is not at all important for everyone. सबको कोचिंग की जरूरत नहीं है, बट जो लोग बोलते हैं, जो क्वालिफाई करते हैं बिना कोचिंग के, उनका ये कहना कि नेट के लिए किसी को भी कोचिंग की जरूरत नहीं है, दिस इज ऑल्सो टोटली फॉल्स। क्योंकि हर कोई एक जो होता है बराबर नहीं होता है, और ऐसा होता है तो हम अपने बच्चों को ट्यूशन में क्यों भेजें? Why we send our children for the tuition? That is also a type of coaching. And if you think that because of any reasons, if you have limited time, you have very less time, but if you want to progress in your life, again you can seek for some assistance. What are the things that we need to observe while exam? Revise the syllabus just before 20 to 25 days. Your entire syllabus must be over by 5 months, because there is a gap of 6 months between 2 exams. So by end of the 5th month, your syllabus should be over, and you should start doing the revisions and start following the question papers, practice set, etc. When you are appearing in the exam, read the question twice before attempting the answer, because nowadays, as I said, that the questions are conceptual. And when you are appearing for the exam, one thing is that sure that 20% of the questions will be completely unknown to you. This is a rule followed everywhere. कोई भी आप एग्जाम देने जा रहे हो, 20% क्वेश्चन ऐसे होंगे जो आपके माइंड के बिल्कुल ऊपर से जाने वाले। So they are called distractors. So don't get distracted because of distractors. वो डिस्ट्रैक्टर इसीलिए डाले जाते हैं ताकि आप डिस्करेज हो जाओ, आप अपने जो आपका एम है उससे डाइवर्ट हो जाओ। So don't get distracted. Focus on 80%, not on 20%. 20% will always be there. और ये जो कोचिंग सेंटर वाले होते हैं वो उसी 20% के ऊपर फोकस करते हैं। बोला ये देखो ये क्वेश्चन आया है जो किसी बुक में नहीं है। अगर आप मेरे यहाँ कोचिंग करने वाले हो तो आप ये सारे क्वेश्चन आप अटेम्प्ट कर पाओगे। दैट दोस 20% क्वेश्चंस आर कैप्चर्ड बाय ऑल द कोचिंग सेंटर्स, बट डोंट फॉलो 20%, rather follow 80%. Not attempt any answer in overconfidence. कुछ क्वेश्चन ऐसे होते हैं जिसको आधी लाइन पढ़ने के बाद लगता है ये क्वेश्चन तो मुझे आता है, पूरा क्वेश्चन पढ़ते ही नहीं है एंड वी अटेम्प्ट द आंसर, बट बाद में पता चलता है यार बाकी जो हाफ का क्वेश्चन था वो तो कुछ और ही था। अटेम्प्ट नॉन क्वेश्चंस इन द बिगिनिंग, जो चीज आपको आती है उसको आप पहले करो, जो नहीं आती है उसको बाद में करो। दिस इज वेरी कॉमन सेंस। Preparation of paper 1. Yes, please.
Sir, I have focused only the book which you have written, the
Okay.
world literature in your field.
Okay.
Sir, is it necessary to study Dalit literature, or can I skip Anglo-African and other topics which are not necessary? The questions are.
Yes, obviously questions has been asked from Dalit literature also and Holocaust literature also, but they are only वो जो मैंने 20% distractor बताए, those questions comes under those 80% distractors. तो आप हर एक चीज को कवर करने की कोशिश करोगे, you will cover nothing.
Okay, sir.
So don't go behind covering 100% of syllabus. वो कभी कवर नहीं होगा, जो आप 80 बचा है ना वो भी चला जाएगा आपके यहाँ। Don't run behind.
skip करते हैं, skip कर सकते हैं सर।
Yes, we can skip those minor writers, minor areas, जहाँ से एक दो क्वेश्चन अगर आ गए तो हम ऐसा नहीं कि अब उसके पीछे ही पड़ जाएंगे और हमारा जो इम्पोर्टेंट एरिया है उसको भूल जाए।
Sir, most of the questions are coming from British literature.
Exactly, 60% question, around 50 to 60% questions from British literature. और मैं बता रहा हूँ अगर आप केवल ब्रिटिश लिटरेचर, लिटरेरी थ्योरी, क्रिटिसिज्म एंड कल्चरल स्टडीज ये 3 टॉपिक पढ़ के जाओ, यू विल क्वालिफाई द एग्जाम।
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
I said that if you just study British literature, literary criticism and theory and cultural studies, आप 3 टॉपिक पढ़ के जाओ, you will qualify the exam.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have only focused on your book, sir.
So that is good, but there are few things you will find that point is not there in the book. इसीलिए मैं हर चीज को रिपीट कर रहा हूँ कि once you solve the question paper, you will able to know that this point is not there in the book. कोई भी ऐसी बुक नहीं है दुनिया में जो 100% सिलेबस को कवर कर रही है। So you need to note down that point in that particular page कि यहाँ पे ये पॉइंट नहीं है, ये मैं ऐड कर रहा हूँ अपने से। So make that book as a specimen book and do not read the book, work with it. Try noting down the important points, keep highlighting the things. That is called the active read. I hope I am able to reply to your question.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Preparation for paper 1 is equally important because this is the area where the merit goes up and down, because there are 10 areas. In paper 2 there is only English literature, but here you have to be master of research methodology, you have to be master of mathematics, reasoning, communication. So many areas are there. So this is the area which makes a difference. Give sufficient time on the weak areas. As I said that there are 10 areas. 10 areas. So you need to find out that what are my weak areas. Some of you say that sir मुझे reasoning नहीं आती है. My areas weak point is reasoning. Some of you may say that my weak area is data interpretation. Some may say that sir मुझे research methodology नहीं आती है. Find your weak areas. जब तक आप weak area find नहीं करोगे, you cannot improve that. And once you find your weak areas, when you solve a question paper, then you will be able to find कि मेरे कौन से areas जो हैं जिसमें मेरे ज्यादा क्वेश्चन गलत हो रहे हैं, कैसे फाइंड करना है, that is important. कोई भी आप एक क्वेश्चन पेपर लो पेपर 1 का, उसमें सारे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो and then check the answer, then you are able to know कि कौन से एरिया जहाँ मुझे फोकस की जरूरत है. जिस एरिया में आप ऑलरेडी स्ट्रांग हो वहां पे टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना. And give equal importance to all the each 10 areas. Okay. ऑल द एरियाज आर इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट। हम ऐसा नहीं करके चल सकते कि मुझे डाटा इंटरप्रिटेशन नहीं आता है तो मैं डाटा इंटरप्रिटेशन छोड़ देता हूँ, बाकी मैं 45 कर लूंगा, नॉट एट ऑल। ओके, आपको हर एक एरिया पे इंपॉर्टेंस देना है, क्योंकि अगर उस एरिया से 5 क्वेश्चन है और आपके 2 क्वेश्चन भी सही हो जाते हैं, दैट इज एडिंग 4 मार्क्स इनटू योर मार्कशीट। So don't ignore any areas of paper 1. Focus equally all of them. And now the most crucial point that we have reached, how to improve your concentration power and the memory power. जैसा मैंने बताया कि इसमें एक ओशियनिक सिलेबस है और इतने डेटा हैं कि याद करना मुश्किल होता है। So how to concentrate and improve your memory. Whenever we are giving any input to our mind, जब भी हम अपने माइंड को कुछ देते हैं, so that goes through our sense organs, 5 sense organs that we have. या तो हम कुछ पढ़ते हैं तो हमारे दिमाग में जाता है, कुछ देखते हैं तो हमारे दिमाग में जाता है, कुछ खाते हैं तो उसका फील हमारे माइंड में जाता है, कुछ टच करते हैं तो जाता है। तो ऑल सेंस ऑर्गन प्लेज अ वाइटल रोल इन प्रोवाइडिंग द सिग्नल टू आवर माइंड। और आपका जितने ज्यादा सेंस ऑर्गन्स इन्वॉल्व होंगे उतनी ज्यादा आपकी मेमोरी अच्छी हो। So whenever you are trying to remember something, try to involve maximum sense organs. What do you mean? अगर आप किसी चीज को याद कर रहे हो तो आप उसके कलर को भी याद कर सकते हो। If you want to remember the date of birth of William Wordsworth, आप विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ की फोटो खोल के देख सकते हो, मीन्स अ विजुअल इमेजरी। आप उसको बोल के कान के थ्रू अपने माइंड को सिग्नल दे सकते हो। So you must try to involve maximum sense organ to remember something. Then you need to understand that we have a mind that is divided into conscious, subconscious and unconscious mind. और जो हमारा डेली रूटीन होता है, जिस डेली रूटीन में हम कुछ काम करते हैं, तो दैट इज स्टोर्ड इन द कॉन्शियस माइंड। ओके, कॉन्शियस माइंड, सबकॉन्शियस एंड अनकॉन्शियस माइंड। तो जब हम कुछ काम करते हैं, कुछ पढ़ रहे होते हैं, तो कॉन्शियस माइंड में होता है, बट सब्सिक्वेंटली इट गोज इनटू आवर सबकॉन्शियस एंड अनकॉन्शियस माइंड। और वो वही चीजें हमारे कॉन्शियस, सबकॉन्शियस, अनकॉन्शियस माइंड में जाती है जो हमारे माइंड को लगता है कि इम्पोर्टेंट है। बिकॉज यू मे फील लाइक दैट कि आपको जब बचपन में आप थे, 5 साल के थे और अभी उम्र आपकी 30 साल हो गई, कुछ ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो 25 साल, 30 साल, 40 साल बाद भी याद रहे। ऐसा क्यों होता है? बट अभी पिछले संडे को हमने क्या नाश्ता किया था वो याद नहीं। दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ वी हैव फेल्ड आवर माइंड कि क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है और क्या इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। तो जब आप पढ़ रहे हो और आपको पता है कि ये चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है और आपके माइंड को पता चला, तो दैट विल बी स्टोर्ड इन द सबकॉन्शियस एंड अनकॉन्शियस माइंड। रेस्ट ऑल द थिंग्स विल बी डिलीटेड ऑटोमेटिकली व्हेन वी गो फॉर अ स्लीप। जब हम सोने के लिए जाते हैं, then our mind do a rewind process, और उस रिवाइंड प्रोसेस में वो माइंड सर्टेन करता है कि क्या इंपॉर्टेंट सोच के आपने माइंड में डाला है, क्या अनइम्पॉर्टेंट है, किसको डिलीट करना है, किसको स्टोर करना है। एंड व्हेन वी वेक अप वी फील अ फ्रेश माइंड, बिकॉज काफी सारी चीजें डिलीट हो जाती हैं। So whenever you are studying, try to make your mind feel that this is important. और वो तभी होगा जब आप उसको मार्क करोगे। When you highlight that point, when you write your comment on that point, when you note down something there, mind will automatically realize. Whenever you are remembering anything, try to organize in a planned form. Organize करना है, कंटेंट को ऑर्गेनाइज करके याद करना है, डेटा को। और उस ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए आपको डेटा को कनेक्ट करना है। What you already know, so it is called from known to unknown. जो years जैसे आपको कुछ याद करने हैं, so you must try to connect those years which you already remember. That may be the date of birth, that may be your date of anniversary, or any year which you know. Like India got independence in 1947. Everyone remembers this date. Try to connect with that. And nonsense to create sense. This point I'll explain in the next slide. There is one quotation and now I am going to create non-sensical elements to remember this quotation. Okay, the quotation says that always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other thing. This is a very famous quotation by Abraham Lincoln. अभी हमारे पास दो चीजें हैं, एक तो कोटेशन है और एक जिसने कोटेशन कहा है, ये दो चीजें हैं. अभी हम इन दोनों चीजों को लिंक करेंगे और इस कोटेशन को याद करेंगे, और इसमें हम नॉनसेंस चीज क्या डाल सकते हैं जो जिससे कि हमें याद रहे. नॉनसेंस मतलब ये होता है जो पॉसिबल नहीं है, विच इज वेरी फनी. सो ऑलवेज बियर, ये बियर वाले साउंड से कुछ ऐसा भालू वाला शब्द नहीं आ रहा. बियर, बियर मीन्स भालू. वी नीड टू कैच अप द की पॉइंट, की वर्ड. हर एक चीज को याद करना जरूरी नहीं है, एक या दो कीवर्ड्स को लेंगे और हम कीवर्ड को याद करेंगे, पूरे कोटेशन याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सो ऑलवेज बियर इन माइंड, मतलब दिमाग के अंदर भालू. डोंट यू फील लाइक दैट? बियर इन द माइंड. नॉनसेंस, कोई रिलेशन नहीं है माइंड का, माइंड में भालू का. So always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed. अभी पूरे कोटेशन को छोड़ के मेरा पूरा फोकस जो है वो केवल bear के ऊपर है. Bear in mind. ठीक है, मैंने एक की पॉइंट को लिया है एंड आई विल कनेक्ट दिस की पॉइंट विथ लिंकन. And what we can create nonsense out of Lincoln? Anything of your choice. I can remember like there is a company of pen called Link. और ये हमारा जो भालू है ये भी एक कंपनी का है और वो भालू बनाया है लिंक कंपनी. अब जब भी मेरे दिमाग में कोटेशन आएगा नहीं, और जहां भी मैं देखूंगा बेयर इन माइंड, दिमाग में भालू, वो भालू किस कंपनी का है? लिंक कंपनी का, लिंकन. तो यू कैन कनेक्ट द थिंग्स, एसोसिएट द थिंग्स इन एन नॉन-सेंसियल वे टू क्रिएट अ सेंस out of that. So this is the way you can remember the quotation. This is not one example. I have various methods today for all of you. And this is called SMS and link method to memorize the book and author's name, which is again a very crucial part. How to remember book and author's name. कुछ ऐसे authors and book names होते हैं जो बहुत ही मुश्किल होते हैं याद करने, उनके नाम ऐसे होते हैं. ओके, अभी देखते हैं हम. एक ये बुक है और इसका ऑथर है अ डिस्टेंट मिरर, रिटन बाय बारबरा टचमैन. अभी ऐसा कौन सा मेथड अप्लाई करें कि ये बुक जो है हमेशा के लिए याद हो जाए? So this method is called SMS and link method. First we create an SMS. SMS क्या बनाएंगे? A distant mirror. इसका एक SMS बनेगा, a mirror at some distance. अभी इस टॉपिक को देख के ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है? A mirror at some distance, a distant mirror. मैंने एक SMS इसका बनाया, a mirror at some distance. और दूसरा जो हमारा है बारबरा टचमैन, बारबरा इज टचिंग. नॉनसेंस SMS, कोई लिंक नहीं है एक दूसरे, बट दे आर वेरी मच नॉनसेंस. अब हमारा दो SMS बन चुका है, अ मिरर एट सम डिस्टेंस, और दूसरा हमने क्रिएट किया है बारबर इज टचिंग. अभी हम दोनों को नॉनसेंस वे में ही कनेक्ट करेंगे. So how we can connect? That imagine a barber who is touching the mirror kept at a distance again and again. Barber touching the mirror. अभी जब भी मैं आपसे पूछूं कि डिस्टेंट मिरर कौन है, तो मिरर का नाम सुनते ही आपके बारे में दिमाग में आना चाहिए कि मिरर कौन टच कर रहा है? बारबर टच कर रहा है. बारबर इज टचिंग. बारबर कौन है? बारबरा टचमैन. Barber is touching the mirror again and again, and by this way you will never forget this book ever. This is आपके दिमाग में ये आ रहा हो कि सर ने जानबूझ के ऐसा कोई ऑथर रखा होगा जो कि कनेक्ट करने के लिए इजी होगा. So I have so many authors today. This one book is called The Transparent Mind by Ingram Smith. Never heard of this? Let's see what type of SMS we can create out of that. Transparent mind. अभी ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि ये मेरा एसएमएस है, आपका एसएमएस अलग हो सकता है. यू कैन क्रिएट योर डिफरेंट एसएमएस. अ ट्रांसपेरेंट माइंड मतलब, ट्रांसपेरेंट मतलब ग्लास जो होता है ट्रांसपेरेंट होता है, तो माइंड मेड ऑफ ग्लास, ट्रांसपेरेंट माइंड. So I created an SMS, a mind made of glass. Or in Graham Smith is the author, so I created in Graham Smith. In और Graham को मैंने अलग कर दिया. And now I will associate, दोनों चीज को associate करूंगा मैं. Imagine that a mind is made of glass, और एक स्मिथ है, ब्लैक स्मिथ और गोल्ड स्मिथ. He is beating 1 gram of transparent mind. जैसे सोना को पिचकाते हैं वैसे वो ट्रांसपेरेंट माइंड को चिपका रहा है स्मिथ. अभी एक बार ये एसोसिएशन माइंड में अगर आ गया कि ट्रांसपेरेंट माइंड को कौन बीट कर रहा है, स्मिथ बीट कर रहा है, then you will never forget that transparent mind is beat by Smith. और वो 1 ग्राम माइंड को कर रहा है, 1 ग्राम. इट इज इन ग्राम स्मिथ. So this is the way you can remember book and author's name. There is another book, Eye of the Storm by Patrick White. Patrick White from which country? Any idea?
Australia, sir.
Australia, very right. Thank you. Patrick White from Australia, and Eye of the Storm is a very famous work. I created the SMS that is called Eye of the Storm. अभी मैंने इसका SMS बनाया, storm coming from an eye. Eye से storm निकल रहा है, जो तूफान चल रहा है वो eye के अंदर से आ रहा है. और ये एसएमएस क्रिएट करना बहुत इजी है. जो भी है उसको नॉनसेंस वे में, जो भी उसका साउंड निकल रहा है उस साउंड से आपको क्रिएट करना है. पैट्रिक वाइट, अपेट, पैट से पेट, रिक का मतलब होता है अनप्लीजेंट स्मेल, बहुत ही गंदा स्मेल. अपेट, रिक ऑफ व्हाइट कलर्ड स्मोक. एक जो पेट है उसके शरीर से बदबू आ रही है, और वो बदबू जो है वो एक व्हाइट कलर स्मोक के रूप में आ रही है. दिस इज व्हाई आई रिमेंबर्ड अ पेट रिक ऑफ व्हाइट कलर्ड स्मोक. हाउ वी कैन क्रिएट इट? दैट इमेजिन अ स्टोन विथ व्हाइट कलर्ड स्मोक कमिंग फ्रॉम एन आई. अभी दोनों चीज हमने कनेक्ट कर दिया. स्टोर्म कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम एन आई, और वो स्टोन का कलर क्या है? व्हाइट कलर्ड स्मोक. व्हाइट कलर का स्मोक आई के अंदर से आ रहा है. तो आई ऑफ द स्टोर्म, जैसे ही आपके माइंड ने सुना आई ऑफ द स्टोर्म, कौन से मतलब आई से स्टोर्म निकल रहा है, कौन से कलर का है? व्हाइट कलर का, पैट्रिक वाइट. There is another book, The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. Many times scholars may get confused. So how we can create the SMS? Invisible Man, मैंने क्रिएट किया अंधा आदमी. Invisible, अंधा आदमी. And H.G. Wells, we can create कुआं, a deep well. And now just connect both of them. Imagine a one blind man fell in the well and dancing inside. कुएं में गिर के डांस कर रहा है. अंधा आदमी कुएं में गिर गया. So whenever you hear like the invisible man, you can realize invisible man कौन है, अंधा आदमी कौन है, जो कुएं में गिर गया था. So by this way we can create the SMS and we can link it together to remember the things, remember the quotations, remember the author's name, and similar way as I said that you can remember the years as well. So years आपको already याद, जो भी years आपको याद है उससे connect करो, 10 साल पहले, 5 साल पहले, और फिर उसका SMS create करो और उसको link करो. So this is one example that I have given which you can use in remembering all type of data. This was all about net and set preparation. Now I am left with PhD. PhD में जैसा कि हमने MHRD का एक लेटर आया था जिसमें इट वाज कंपल्सरी कि अगर आप नेट क्वालिफाई हो फिर भी आपको जुलाई 2021 से यू मस्ट हैव अ PhD डिग्री टू बिकम एन असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर. बट इसमें अभी क्लैरिफिकेशन आना बाकी है कि वेदर यू विल बी असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर ऑफ कॉलेज और यूनिवर्सिटी. So all those scholars who have not enrolled for PhD, kindly get yourself enrolled. If you are not qualified any next step, you can appear in the PhD entrance exam. And after you qualify PhD entrance, you can get enrolled, you can get yourself registered in the PhD, and it generally takes 3 to 4 years to complete your PhD. So it's an honorable degree, and all of you must pursue for it as soon as possible. It will be easy for you if you are going for government universities, government aided university, because private universities are very costly. But one benefit of private university is that you will get your degree in 3 years, whereas in government university it makes 10 to 4 to 5 years and even 6 years. Because in the private university you are paying the huge money, so obviously they will assist you out to get the degree in 3 years. So altogether depends upon your capability, what you decide. So this was all advice from my side about NET, SIT and PhD preparation.